All right, what's going on, guys? It's Luke here. This is how we had a break-even day. We made nothing today. As you can see, executions are in the Discord. Really quick in and out trade. Today was a no news Monday, so I didn't really want to risk much, but I saw this setup, kind of a reversal style trade, and I wanted to go for this. This will be a pretty quick trade recap because there's not too much to go over. So coming into the day, I was leaning more bullish. We had this setup at market open. Price came down, tapped into this 15-minute bullish fair value gap right here. And then we had this shift right here. I would have been break even on this trade personally. I think we had a 30-second inversion around, I think it was 42 or 43. So I would have had my entry right there. I would have had my stops below. Let me just mark this out. But I would have gone break even at this internal high, hoping for price to flush higher, and I would have got stopped out break even. But if you did hold this, obviously this was going to be a pretty good winning trade. Personally, I just wanted to wait. I just didn't want to see us get manipulated and then price continue lower, so I just wanted to be patient a little bit. And price just ended up slowly chopping to the upside, taking out our buy side draws. And then finally, it ends up coming up and taking out the previous week's high. So once we take out the previous week's high, I noticed that we have a lot of low resistance liquidity leading into a 15-minute unfilled gap. This gap was formed at 10 a.m. So I was like, okay, maybe price wants to come down and rebalance into this 15-minute gap before continuing higher. So I was kind of looking for like a mech model type of reversal short. Again, this is probably the most ideal setup. Price manipulates down off of market open, respects the 15-minute gap right here. I think we had an SMT, get a 30-second inversion, whatever, you take the entry here, and then you target higher. Pretty good trade, but again, missed that. Price just continues to chop up, and I'm looking for a short here. So this was my entry right here. I don't remember if there was a 30-second inversion, but I ended up entering just off this 2-minute close. We had a strong 2-minute bearish close. I had my stop. I think I had a 25-point stop right here. And basically what I was looking for was to go break even at the start of this gap, and then I was going to target 15-minute CE and then potentially leave a runner if we wanted to flush through potentially down to that like 9:30 open wick, like that. And if you look at ES at the same time, let's go over to ES really quick. ES was in the 15-minute gap. I was like, okay, maybe it wants to flush lower and continue to flood down towards CE, take out this low, and then it can pull NQ down with it. So I was like, okay, why not take this with low risk, big reversal style trade? I have a clear point to go break even at, and in worst case, it takes me out break even. I'm assuming it's going to at least come down to here. So price comes down, and we finally end up edging this low, and I just immediately go break even. I thought it tapped, but actually if you zoom in, I actually don't think it did. I think it left equal lows, or just barely tapped. It's hard to see. I think it left equal lows though. But anyway, I went break even right there. Price ended up coming up and stopping us out, and then from there prices obviously just continued up very slowly. It could be making a move down soon, but we'll see. But basically the idea was just to seek a reversal rebalance of this leg. We had this 15-minute unfilled gap. Like I said, we just swept out the previous week's high. So I was like, okay, maybe we want to reverse down. So again, obviously these longs here were the most ideal, but I didn't really see any continuation longs on the way up. So I just figured I would give it a shot. We did pull into this 3-minute gap right here, but I don't know. This just didn't look good for longs, obviously, in here. So I entered off of this 2-minute close right here, strong 2-minute bearish close. Break even at the start of the 15. I wanted to see price flush lower down to CE and then potentially maybe down to here, but we end up getting stopped out break even. So it is what it is. Start the week off with a break even, so I'm fine with that. And yeah, that's it from me, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this quick one, and we'll be back at it tomorrow. Talk to you guys then. Peace.